Sawadee krap, it's Tuesday, January 21st. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. Let's start with our top story. A 55-year-old Taiwanese expat and his Thai wife have been charged under the new Wildlife Preservation and Protection Act after they were found in possession of 160 kilograms of corals at a lobster farm at their own house in Koh Kaew. Through an anonymous tip, police learned that a man had been collecting corals in buckets at Cape Banwa, and when they went to check it out over the weekend, they found 55-year-old Sheng Mu To holding a bucket containing live corals, telling them he was releasing them back to nature. Through further questioning, he took them back to his house in Koh Kaew. At the house, police found 10 large drums with live lobsters inside, but also containing about 160 kilos of all kinds of corals in them. And Sheng told police that the corals were good for the lobsters. He and his 52-year-old wife, Widawan, are now facing up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 500,000 baht or both if found guilty of violating the new Wildlife Preservation and Protection Act of 2019. Thailand's Constitutional Court ruled today that key figures of the opposition Future Forward Party were not guilty of opposing the monarchy in the so-called Illuminati case, meaning the party will not be dissolved. There were several claims made against the Future Forward Party, one of which included that the party supported Thailand ratifying the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court, a body that does not grant immunity to the head of state, which is against the Thai constitution. One of the other claims in the petition before the court was that Future Forward's logo evoked the secret Illuminati sect, quote, believed to be behind the unseating of monarchies in Europe. Future Forward denied the allegations, describing them as part of a crackdown on dissent after the election last March that ended 5 years of direct military rule. Today's ruling means the party will not be dissolved, but now there's another lawsuit seeking the dissolution of the party, which is being considered also by the Constitutional Court, in which the party is accused of violating the organic law on political parties for accepting a 191 million baht loan from the party's billionaire leader, Thanathorn, to finance its election campaign. A missing 12-year-old girl could be one of the victims whose bone fragments were found in the bottom of a pond of accused serial killer Apichai Ongvisit after his Bangkok home was thoroughly searched by police this past weekend. On Friday, police discovered about 300 bone fragments in the pond behind Apichai's home in Bangkok's Bangkok district, and Coconuts Bangkok is reporting that local police say a 12-year-old girl who went missing in 2011 in the area, she could be one of his victims, although that is still unclear. Divers have since last week been scouring the pond near Apichai's home after authorities learned that Apichai had told friends he had killed previously and hid the bodies in the pond. Apichai has already confessed to killing his girlfriend, 22-year-old Kokik, by giving her drugs, hitting her with a pipe, forcing her into a metal casket, and leaving her there to suffocate. But Coconuts is also reporting a new twist in the story, as Apichai's father, Chalermchai, had also been arrested for murdering and dismembering a 15-year-old girl back in 1983, leaving the girl's remains in the Asiatique shopping mall in Bangkok. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Water-saving measures are being rolled out across Phuket Town, and now Phuket city officials are urging people to keep containers of spare water to use in case their mains water supply fails entirely. Mains water pressure has been reduced in order to conserve as much water as possible, as the island's water reserves are running low, according to an announcement by local officials. Mains water pressure has been reduced from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and from 10 p.m. to 5 p.m. each day in Phuket Town, although they didn't say by exactly how much. The move to reduce water pressure throughout Phuket Town follows Phuket Provincial Waterworks Authority PWA Chief Graisorn Mohammed last week announcing a slew of measures to conserve what little water supplies Phuket has in the hope of staving off serious water shortages across the island in the coming months. Unsafe smog levels have blanketed Bangkok, with the worst levels in Pranakon district, and 23 other provinces are also being plagued with air pollution. The Pollution Control Department reported that levels of particulate matter 2.5 micrometers and less in diameter, PM 2.5, they range from 55 to 89 micrograms per cubic meter of air in the capital over the past 24 hours until 9 a.m. today, which is being deemed as unhealthy. Meanwhile, the cabinet today will be asked to approve short-term measures to improve air quality proposed by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. And that's it for today's Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and be sure to stay up to date with everything at thephuket.news.com. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.